What's up, guys? So I brought in the Scion into my garage, and I just want to point out all the stuff that's wrong with it. So I got this from Copart. Um, I'll just show you. I guess you guys can see the first problem here is there's a dent right here. Now I'm sure I think I can pull that out. I'm not too sure. Like paintless dent removal. I mean, it has a little bit of cracking right here. But honestly, I'm not too worried about that. You can see some paint chips right here. It's nothing too major. I mean, the thing is, this is a car that I'm going to teach my brothers how to drive stick shift on and probably teach some family and friends also. Uh, the car has really low miles on it. It's an '06 and it has 64,000. Let me see on the side. 686. So really low miles for this car. I mean, damn, I'm not complaining at all. This is a great car. It runs and drives great. I drove the car around the block. Well, actually, a couple blocks, but it drives great. And the scion badge is missing right there. Let's see what else. The car does not leak whatsoever. There's no check engine lights on this car. I'm just blown away. The tires are brand new. I'm like, wow. So here we go. Let's see if we can see that. Hold on, I'm gonna need some light for this one. Sorry guys, I just needed some more lighting. Trusty old desktop light. Like, who would have thought? But as you can see over here, the main impact was side swipe. I'm thinking it's a side swipe. So on Copart it said side damage and it said front end damage. So I mean that's the only front end damage I see, but I think it was mainly side swipe because you can see right here it's kind of pushed in a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to do the dent removal. I'm going to see if I can like try that out. I never tried it before, but I see people doing it and it looks pretty neat. All right, we're going to go around the side here. You can see it's scraped all over. Now down here, it was already chipped up. So what was happening, every time I opened up the door, it'll make like a loud like creaking noise because it was rubbing against the fender and the door. So what I did was I grabbed the screwdriver and I put a rag in the screwdriver and I like stuck it in the fender and I pulled out the fender from the door. So now when you open it, it doesn't make a noise as much anymore. Here, let me show you guys. See? That's just like the rubber seals making that noise, but it does not make a noise. It made a nasty noise before. It was like really loud. And as you guys can see right here, the side view mirror was it was actually clipped off. I try to right now it's on there, but it's not on there. It's like held on by like the clips, but some of the screws fell off of it and you can see it's like cracked up right here and it's cracked up right there. The side light doesn't work over here, so it's just that amount of damage. And then you can see there's more side swipe going on the side here, and then you can see it comes off in the back, and this is where I think that the bumper fell off. Because whenever it was side swipe damage, the bumper came off with it. And I think whatever body shop had the car before and was trying to appraise it or something, they just removed the taillight because the taillight is completely intact. There's no problems with the taillight. And you can see right here, it was like very light damage because the crash bar is still together. There's like no damage on the crash bar whatsoever. And this taillight is in good nick. The whole right side of the car is fine. And if we could see under here, see the taillight's there. And the rear bumper's there. The rear bumper's in good shape too. And they have the bumper clips and they bagged this all up. This is from Copart. So I'm thinking that the shop that did the job before and just was telling them if they want to fix it or not, They just kept everything together in case they wanted to fix it. So I got really lucky with this. The taillight has no cracking whatsoever. And the lights weren't working, but I found out that I guess whoever worked on this before, they tucked in the harness deep in there, so I could not well, I reached it eventually, but I was figuring out why. I was trying to figure out why the lights were not working on the left side, but I figured that one out. And this is just a rundown for that. There's no mechanical issues with the car, but this is what I wanted to go. I wanted to go over this just so you guys can see what's going on with it, and step by step I'm going to record what I'm going to fix on it. So I'm going to show all the other steps for it. So I fixed the fender, but I didn't really fix it, but you know, I'll show you guys step by step. Alright guys, so I installed the taillight and I closed it off too because it came with everything. It came with the nuts, bolts to put it in place. It fits in flush. Really happy how that came out. It was really simple. All the light bulbs work too, which I'm like, okay. Yeah, so I just started pulling apart the trunk area. And, you know, I saw the spare tire was never used. So I started pulling this apart just to clean up the place and to remove the rear bumper. But I see down here is some water, so I'm going to clean that up. It's probably like the hatch was open on a rainy day or when it was snowing. I'm not too sure. I mean, the taillight was not on the car, so probably when it snowed or rained hard, it probably just like seeped in here. So I'm going to clean up the place in here. I'm going to wipe everything down. Just, you know, do some cleaning in here. But it's nothing really interesting on this part. But I will clean this up and then remove the bumper. And then I'm going to start installing the bumper. Hopefully that comes out good. So yeah, I removed all this stuff and we're going to move on to the next one. Alright guys, so sorry I couldn't really record it all, but my pops was helping me and I kind of like lost track of recording. But this is the final result. Now, I'm not 100% done. I just wanted to get the car like kind of roadworthy. And then eventually I'll get like the little small dents and little bumps and stuff and scrapes and just buff them out and stuff. But the main part was the taillight and the bumper. So now the bumper, it fits great, right? Juniatis doing it. Okay, we can move on. The only thing is this small little piece right here. Now, I could go back into it, and I will, but for the time being, I just left it like that. I was like, okay, whatever. Let me just put it together. Let me just get this car together. So you can see it has some scrapes and stuff, but no cracks, thankfully. The bumper was, wow, like, during the video, I'm gonna put like before pictures because man, like the bumper fell off of the car. There was no taillight. I mean, you guys saw the beginning, but I wanted you guys to see the copart pictures because I thought at least the bumper was gonna be cracked. But when I went to go check out the car in person, which I do recommend you do, try not to buy a car unseen, sight unseen, because man, it's not good. I have a story to tell you, but it's going to be for another day. But I bought a car, and that turned out too well. But, yeah. I'm, like, really happy about this. I will show you guys how I installed it. So there's a screw going in right there. I could not find a screw, so I found my own screw. It's just one in right there. And right under here, you can see it's like a push tab. And it looks like this. This is what the push tab. This is like the old one. So I had spare ones because I have a lot of Toyotas. I have an MR2 and my parents have a RAV4. And I just have these tabs lying around. These are the old ones, but I don't really like the screw style ones. So I just invested in the push style ones. And you can see down here, this is where the bumper connects to the bottom. Over there. And the same goes for the other side. But that's the video. I mean, you can see the undercarriage is not that bad. I mean, it is a Northeast car. You can see the little tailpipe is kind of rusted out, but that's just the tailpipe. The exhaust itself looks fine, but the undercarriage, man, like this has 64,000 miles on it. Like, sheesh. But yeah, guys, I mean, I know it's kind of like a whack video. I mean, like I'm going all over the place and I can barely speak English, even though I was born here. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it.